Namaste YouTube. So today I have with me this Taparia CS3/8. So this is a 3/8 inch socket set. 3/8 is the size between quarter inch and half inch. So that's the 3/8. While quarter inch is appropriate for small componentry or small jobs, and the half inch is suitable for heavy duty work. The 3/8 is the perfect size for almost everything. There are more sizes beyond half inch. There's this 3/4 inch, which falls exactly between half inch and the 1 inch. And of course, there are more sizes beyond 1 inch too. By the way, the sizes I'm stating is nothing but the size of the drive. So this is the quarter inch, and the size of the drive is 0.25 or 1 by 4 quarter. This is the 3/8, and the caliper measures exactly 0.375, so that is 3/8. And finally the half inch, which measures zero point 0.5, which is half inch. I bought this Taparia 3/8 socket set from Amazon, and as usual, better prices are available offline and even online from other websites. By the way, the MRP of this socket set is rupees 2755. Anyways, let's get on with the review. So this is the Taparia packaging, the usual, the Taparia standard, and inside you have the socket set. So this is the socket set. You get a nice red metal case, looks very similar to the Taparia CS1/4H. Pretty decent paint job on the case. This is the thing I like the most about Taparia. When you buy a Taparia, you get a proper metal case, metal heavy duty metal tool case. Whereas most of the other manufacturers, they make do with plastic. Now using plastic is not a problem, and don't get me wrong, I know they do that to cut costs. It's just my personal preference. But there is also that metal outlives plastics any day, so yeah. Okay, so moving forth, you have two spring-loaded locks, similar to the Taparia quarter inch. These are hinged on both the sides. And finally, the contents. So this is what you get. In total, you get 14 sockets. That includes the 21 BSP 21 spark plug socket. The sockets you get are from 6 to 22 You skip 15 16 18 and 20 Not the very useful sizes, but they are excluded. And as usual, everything is chrome vanadium steel. Other accessories include this B773 universal joint adapter, a B743 3-inch extension, another B753 6-inch extension, a B733 sliding T handle, a B703 flexible handle, approx 9 inches in length, and finally the B715 3/8 size drive ratchet wrench. This ratchet comes with a quick release function, as most of the ratchets and including Taparia do nowadays. So now let's delve some more into the ratchet. The gear on this wrench has 24 teeth, making it a coarse toothed wrench. Now you may wonder, what is this coarse tooth and fine tooth? It is just the number of tooth on the gear. Say anything beyond 45 is considered fine, and obviously anything below 45 is coarse. Now this benchmark is not factually established, and please don't quote me on this. The point of reference I stated varies from time to time. Way back, even a 40 teeth was considered fine, so I guess the definition is dynamic. You can also hear the difference. This is the Taparia, which is a coarse wrench, and this is the Stanley, which is a fine wrench. Now I conducted this little test to check how many clicks it takes for the wrench to complete a 180-degree. For the Taparia, which is a 24 tooth, it took around exactly 13 clicks, and for the Stanley it took 31 clicks, twice more than twice that of Taparia. Okay, so it's generally known that with coarse wrenches you gain more torque as the teeth are more spaced and they grip the pawl more efficiently, but you lose out on the degree or of application, or say angle of application. Hence sometimes it becomes tricky using it in tight places. With fine wrenches like the Stanley, you get the advantage of using it where space is limited, but you lose out on rigidity and strength. Fine wrenches are also quieter than coarse one, and that is a fact. Now I'd like to say that my statement is subjective, and as there are many other factors involved like the number of teeth on the pawl, the ratchet type, the ratcheting mechanism, and many other. And also my argument can be questioned as nowadays tool manufacturers, they innovate a lot with the material, the steel they use. So as fine wrenches are getting more popular, they are also getting a lot stronger. Now a few bad points for this tapadia. See this plastic pallet they provided for keeping the tools and sockets arranged. This is very flimsy. This is already sagging on few places, and I've heard that this pallet tends to crack over time. Now an easy fix for this can be you can melt some hot glue from this hot glue gun onto the places where the pallet has cracked, or you can completely fill the void underside, so that will make it more rigid. Just be careful you don't burn through the plastic pallet. Also, if anyone of you has a more feasible, cost worthy solution for this, uh, please drop it in the comment section below. Second thing I like to reflect is every new taparia wrench I have, ratcheting wrench I have bought, I have noticed that they are completely dry inside. The gear and everything, the pawl, the gear springs, all the complete internals are bone dry. I think they don't lubricate it from the factory. Now, this is not the case with other brands I have used. They come with some amount of lubrication in them. Now, this should be obvious that inside a ratchet, there are moving parts, and with moving parts which rub and graze against each other, they need some sort of lubrication. Failing this, the gear and the pawl, or both, they can prematurely wear, and that's just bad. To rectify this, what I do is I just dunk the ratchet in some SAE 90 gear oil. Doesn't even have to be a branded one. You can even use some old engine oil. Most of them still have some lubricating properties left. Just make sure you get rid of the tiny metal shards. For this, you don't even have to take apart the ratchet. Just leave it in the oil for a few hours and the oil will find its way into the crevices. After an hour or so, take it out and allow the excess oil to seep out. You don't want the ratchet to be absolutely saturated or dripping with oil. That will just make a mess. Not only will this lubricate the ratchet, this will also prolong its life and prevent any rusting issues if that may happen. And I know there are videos on YouTube that suggest you precisely, and even I have done this, that you precisely disassemble the ratchet and coat everything, the gear, pawl, everything with grease meticulously. And of course, this procedure is not wrong. This is actually the correct procedure. But this procedure I told you about will also do. And trust me, I've been doing this for quite a while. I never had a problem. Now, you shouldn't use WD-40 or Zoric for this purpose. There's this great misinformation in the community that Zoric or WD-40 both are basically the same thing. These are lubricants, and I've even seen some people use Zoric or WD-40 on their chains and whatnot. WD-40 is not a lubricant. It's more like a degreaser and a penetrating oil. It is suitable for releasing rusted fasteners or degreasing or preventing rust and corrosion issues, but lubrication absolutely not. Now I shall wrap this video as I think I have addressed most of the key points issues. I hope this video helps you in a way. Everything as usual, everything mentioned in this video is linked in the description below. Stay tuned for more, as in the upcoming video I'll be reviewing this Stanley 189035. This is also a 3/8 socket set. I'll be comparing this with the Tapadia. And thank you so much for watching. Namaskar.